Uh, we're just really excited to get this season started. It's been a great preseason and fall season, and so we're looking forward to getting back out and competing again. It kind of runs, it's always interesting the longer you coach too. It seems like, didn't we just finish this? But it has been almost, 8 months since we competed, and doing a lot of inter squads, and so now it'll be nice to actually get out on the competition floor with other teams.
When last season ended up in Seattle, what was the feeling of the team? Coming out of that and coming into the off season.
I think appropriately disappointed. You always want to go further, and you start looking at different things that you can do and change. So, what we did is kind of reflect on the things that we did well and the things that we want to get better at, and try to put those habits, behaviors in place for this next season, and and have hard conversations with each other, and holding each other accountable, and doing all of those things, but still pushing each other to be the very best we can be. And so I think this team has been very, very good with that this preseason, and looking forward to seeing where that takes us this year.
And then at the same time, it was a very successful season with a lot of very young gymnasts on this team. Does that just lead to a real sense of optimism about where things are going this season?
I definitely think so. We have now a large group of freshmen class from last year that have that experience, and it's not all brand new being thrown at them. They understand what's coming. It's not that they didn't get it, but it's just different when you've been through a season. And then you have the sophomores and juniors from last year that are now upperclassmen, and they've really, I feel, stepped into their own, and they're really thriving right now. So it's exciting to see them at their best going into this season. So along with a freshman class that is very hungry, very determined, very gritty and competitive, that's, I think, the mixture of an exciting team.
In many sports, you see a big jump between a freshman and a sophomore year. Is that similar expectation with these gymnasts, that first year is a real growing year, and that the second year you can see a real difference?
I think so. I think each class you can see that a little bit. I even see that in our sophomores to juniors and our juniors to seniors. So I think each year they get a little bit more experience, and that just gives them a little more wisdom and reflection on when they're up against adverse situations, how to bring that wisdom to the team and make some better choices than maybe what we've made in the past to get us back on the path. So, along with that, it just those experiences make just a stronger team overall.
What does it do for the team to gather around the TV and watch Jade compete at the World Gymnastics Championships like that? So you're representing the country, but also Oregon State. And what does that do for the program, the enthusiasm around it, for the athletes and for the fans of Oregon State Gymnastics?
Well, I think any time that Oregon State has that exposure, it's very, very exciting. And, Jade is one of their teammates. So, they're going to support each other in any arena, whether it be the collegiate arena or the world stage. And you're watching that as a friend, as a teammate, not just someone that's, you want it for her because you watch her struggles, her triumphs, her victories, and you know what she's going through each week. So I think it means a little bit more to them sometimes watching, because they're with her every single day. And so like I said, it's a little bit different watching as a teammate than just watching from a different perspective.
Gil was just rocking last year for so many of these meets. How excited are you to be back in front of that home crowd a little bit later this month, and what kind of excitement are you feeling around this program right now?
Well, we're really excited to be back at home in about 3 weeks. I guess we have two road competitions, and then we'll be back in for a quad meet, which will be exciting. We're really excited about season ticket sales at the highest ever in the program's history. Those are huge milestones, and we want to keep that momentum going. We want to fill Gill because, like I said, this team is something special. They bring a great energy. They have confidence when they go out there, and it'll be an exciting group to watch throughout the year. And they only get 5 opportunities to do that because we're only at home 5 times, whereas many other sports are here multiple times throughout the year. So we only have those five home meets to get out and see us.
Yeah, what did it mean to see it so rocking last season?
It was great to have that energy. You know, we still had some COVID restrictions, and so we're really excited about having more and more people in Gill this year. But, you know, to build off of what we had last year and knowing what we have coming in this year, I'm really, really excited for it. It's like no other arena. You have your whole home crowd here for you, and so that is like the 7th person up on the event. And it makes a big difference with the energy, the enthusiasm, and it's just fun for the athletes to not just represent Oregon State on the road, but to come here and be proud of where they're from and to showcase that with their fans and to show that to the rest of the country when they're on TV or those teams that are visiting to step in and have to compete here at Gill.
And just what are kind of your expectations, your goals for these first couple meets away from Gill?
I think it's to maximize what we're seeing in the gym every day, that we are seeing that consistency, and I want them to perform the way we see them perform in practice. You know, there's, like I said, it's interesting right now. The time period right now feels more middle to end of season where we were last year, and instead of right at the beginning of season. So I'm hoping that they start off that strong as well. We have a lot of depth. We have a lot of competition for each event. And I think that's only going to make us better because they challenge each other each week. And they push each other each week to bring their very best.
You mentioned the ticket sales. Do you have an idea? Or where are we at in terms of that number? Is that something you're...
I just know that we've broke the season ticket number, so where's Michael when we need him, right? Yeah.
We can pursue that because that's obviously fantastic.
Yeah.
In terms of the surge of the program the last couple of years, did that make a difference in recruiting this offseason?
I think that anytime there's more talk about your program, it helps visibility across the country. And we have some outstanding recruiting classes coming in over the next couple of years. The ones that we've signed this fall are a great group. They're very excited. They're incredible athletes, and we're excited for them to join us next year.
I know you all had the acronym TULIP last year. Do you have a mantra that the team that you all kind of embraced for this season?
I don't know that we have an acronym this year. I'll let the athletes talk about that a little bit more.